to air. This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Okay, people, listen up. You heard the disclaimer. Anybody out there that don't like what I say, turn the radio off now. This is America, you idiots out there to complain. I appreciate all the thousands and thousands of listeners we have and all the support. But there's always a couple asswipes. In the minority, I don't care if it's black or white, gay or straight, you heard me. Good guys, bad guys. They always want to push the majority involved in that situation to the back. What the hell's wrong, people? This is America. We can say what we want. We can do what we want as long as it's legal. People don't have to like it. I don't like a son of a bitch. I don't like Kern walking down the street, but he can legally do it. So I want to tell you people out there, my supporters and otherwise, got this one ass wipe, and we're going to get on. And it amazes me. This is from Brandon, and I think he's a decent guy. Please give me your definition of the word faggot. Well, number one, Brandon, I don't have to give you a damn thing, but I will. I will give you my definition. I don't have to, but I will as a courtesy. Faggot in the dictionary, often shortened to fag. Now, I'm going to mispronounce this word because I mispronounce a lot of words. It is a pejorative term, that's P-E-G-O-R-A-T-I-V-E, used chiefly in North America, primarily to refer to a gay guy. Alongside its use to refer to gay men in particular, it may also be used as a pejorative term for a repellent male, or a homosexual person of either gender. And pejorative, whatever the hell, however you pronounce that word, is like Nicaragua. That's the way I pronounce nigger. The country is Nicaragua. Is the way I pronounce it. Ain't nobody gonna tell me how the hell I can pronounce it. I've been pronouncing it like that for 20 years. You take it for what it's worth. Expressing contempt or disapproval. That's what that word means. Repellent male. It says prerogative. It's a prerogative word used for gay men, expressing contempt or disapproval. And I certainly do express both contempt and disapproval for Mark the Big Faggot Kern. Faggot's not a bad word. It's associated with gay. Now the gay community, who is a minority, you couldn't say queer 10 years ago. You say queer, oh, that's bad. Now they call themselves the queer community. Now, if the gays can use it, we can use it. I can use it. The blacks use the N-word all day long. I heard it at the gym last night. One young black kid calling another black kid the N-word. You know, if it's so offensive and you're so offended by it, any of you minority groups, gays, the criminals, the blacks, then don't you use it. But I'm tired. You think it scares me? That's the problem. And I'm not a racist. White people are afraid. They won't talk about racial issues. But let me get back to this. And I don't even know I'm addressing this, but I am. I not only support the radio station, you do. I don't see any money, Brandon, coming my way. I also support the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. I attend your events not only for the radio station, but also attend several events for the candidates. We appreciate that. I'm a proud veteran of the United States Army, and I appreciate that, Brandon. I really do. And thank you. Why did you fight for the rights to let me speak free, you idiot? And then now, after you fought and gave part of your life, now you don't want me to have the right that you fought for? Are you nuts? I'm also a proud EMT who serves St. Clair County. I live my life no different than anyone else. So because I'm gay, I'm a faggot? Hey, Brandon, you get every tape I've ever had. I've never once called you a faggot. If you're a proud gay man, I appreciate that. There's a lot of proud gay people out there. Here's the problem. And I said it yesterday. And I explained these situations. I'm not a radio talk show host. I'm just an angry American who's commandeered the airways. If I go in a room with 50 white people, and I see one white bastard like Kern, and I say, hey, you white son of a bitch, you're a no good white bastard. Do all the other 49? I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about one person. But here's Kern. Kern and his people have sent some, they talk about me hating. They sent some hate crap to me, and that's okay. I actually like it. I like the controversy. I like the notoriety. I'm in the radio business. Not a politician. I don't give a damn. I tell everybody before. I'm not going to cut your grass. I'm not going to kiss your ass for a vote. It didn't mean that much to me. But why? I must really hit a nerve with the big faggot Mark Kern, the big faggot, because he's having his friends call and send emails, because I know a couple of these are his friends. So I must really hit a nerve. I have never used the word faggot on anyone but Mark the big faggot Kern. I am not, and have never singled out the gay community and say they're bad people. I always say what you do in the privacy of your bedroom is your business. So when they tell me hate speech, not hate speech, this is my speech, you idiots. And you can, as an American, interpret it any way you want. You got your right to speak. Brandon, you got your right to say what you wanted to say about me. I'll read a couple other ones, and they've got every right, and I appreciate that. But I've got every right to counter. I've got every right to fight back. I've got every right to say what I say. So, Brandon, and I know you're an intelligent man, or I assume you are, why would you say because I'm gay, I'm a faggot? Just because somebody black doesn't make him a killer. Here, I want to know. And we'll get into this racial crap in a little bit because, I'm tired. I'm a proud white man. And you got little Tater sent me something, but let's get this perfectly clear. I'm not talking about the proud gay community. I'm talking about one enemy, one evil man, Mark the big faggot Kern. I didn't say the faggot gay community. Did you ever hear me say that? Now, you want me to say that, I will. And then you still don't have anything to bitch about because I'll say what I want. This is America. This is America. But that's a derogatory term, and I mean it to be derogatory. Not to the proud gay community. Get that through your heads. And if you think any different, then you're idiots. I am expressing contempt and disapproval of everything Mark the big faggot. It's not hate. I don't say go out and kill Mark Kern. I say politically, because they all need to be dead politically, which means they need to be out of office. I deplore violence of any sort. And anybody says any different, they're damn liars too. They can put words in my mouth. Well, I say to the gay community, well, I won't even go there. But see, now the gay community's starting to piss me off. What do you think? I'm going to be a typical person and say, oh, I'm sorry. I said something. I apologize. Same way with black and white. This white mayor resigned because she said something about Michelle Obama. She didn't say anything about the proud black community. It was about one individual. But she's a white gal. Now she's afraid and she's scared and she's going to resign. And we'll talk about that because that pisses me off. And for all my black friends, if you think I'm a racist, you're dumber than I am. You guys know I'm not a racist. I'm a realist. I'm going to tell you the way it is. Most white people won't, because you know why? They're afraid. I get around white people. I can't say that. I can't say whatever the hell you want to say. So I guess, well, let's keep on this faggot term. Where else who you got here? Okay, I gave my definition of faggot. Now here's another one. Julian Jerome. I heard on Twitter that Bob Romanik went on a full racial triad. What are you talking about? You must be listening to another station, Julian Jerome. I jumped a greasy black man's ass. There's a lot of proud blacks. Just because I jumped this Tyrone Bills, guy that been charged with murder, robbery, domestic violence, all these crimes, a long, long rap sheet, and I argue with him, so that's a racist triad? Are you nuts? See, you think, a normal white person say, oh, I better back off. I'm backing off. Wasn't nothing to do with racism. He's a greasy black son of a bitch. He'd have been white. He'd have been a greasy white son of a bitch. So, Jillian Jerome, tell your mama, you idiot. I don't understand. But, you complain, Julian Jerome, but you didn't complain. And your mama sure didn't complain about my performance last night, if you know what I mean. And I definitely think that you do. You're a complete idiot. I know my speech bothers you, Jillian Jerome. Are you gay? Is that why? But if you are, I'm not singling you out. I'm not calling you a faggot. I call Mark Faggot Boy Kern the big faggot. So, and he says here, Julian, I guess it's a guy, I would be telling the Post-Dispatch again over this repeated hate speech. Well, go ahead. Tell the Post-Dispatch, tell your mama, tell your daddy. You think I give a damn? I hate, these people say hate speech. No, it kind of is hate speech because I hate Kern and Sprague for what they did to my son, both dead and alive, and what they've done to the proud people of St. Clair County. If you call that hate speech, here, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Now that's hate speech. I've got every right to ridicule, to lampoon these politicians, as they have every right. They sent out all these hit pieces on me. You people didn't see those. Nobody's mad about that, and that's okay. That's politics. But for Jillian Jerome, you idiot, you tell, hey, if there is a God, go up to heaven and tell God what I'm doing. I'm doing what I can do in this great country of ours, in this great United States of America. You stupid son of a bitches, it's unbelievable. Here's another one. Oh, little Tater's back. Bob, listen to me. You sound like David Duke with that name garbage. Now, do you understand this new, I'm going to be the national director. It's the National Association for Majority Equality. Little Tater. Gonna compare me to David Duke. And see, that's what some of the black community does. They throw everybody under the bus. Oh, now Romanik's a racist. He's like David Duke. No, Little Tater said I was. I don't condone anything David Duke done. I don't believe in discrimination. I think everyone, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart and on my son's grave, that everyone should have the opportunity to be successful. I don't give a damn what color. But if you don't take that opportunity, then you're a bum, whether you're black or white. Then you're a bum. Want to compare me to David Duke. And see, I didn't have to say that on the air. This name garbage. See, here's a black racist. He doesn't want equality for the majority because he's the minority. But he sure wants equality for him. And that's fine, Little Tater. You deserve equal treatment. But you greasy black bastard. And I say that. I'm not saying that about the proud black community. You greasy black bastard. Do you think me as a white person, I don't deserve majority equality? I didn't say majority advantage. I said majority equality. What's next? You're going to burn some crosses on Kern's front yard? No, I'd have to burn some dildos on Kern's front yard, you idiot. But see, there's what black man, not a proud black man, but a plantation Negro. He's going to flip the script. Now I'm burning crosses because I don't like Kern and I don't like Little Tater because I'm fighting for what I believe's right. Equality for everyone. Listen to what you say and look up David Duke. Little Tater. But let me remind you, Little Tater, you asswipe little black bastard, and if you were white, I'd call you little white bastard. And that's not talking about either the entire black community or the entire white community. I got to say, when a white person says something to the black, it's, they want to attribute it to all whites. Well, then I say, let's be fair. If a black man kills a white person, then let's all black men in the country go to jail. Just because one person does something doesn't mean that everybody else in their race should be held accountable. I also I always have the right to my opinion. You douchebag, little tater. You can't have it both ways. Either both of us have the rights and freedoms, or neither of us have the rights or freedoms. You think about it, little tater. You low-life, dumbass son of a bitch. And, sir, that is my opinion of you. See, we can give our opinions. But if these asswipe bastards don't agree with what I say, then I'm wrong. It's amazing. You know, the gays, they call each other fags. I've heard them like, fag, hey, you queer fag. I've heard the blacks use the N-word 1,000 times. So apparently, it's not so offensive if they use it. If it was so offensive, nobody would use those words. They are slang words. They are nasty words, and that's why I meant it to be nasty. I didn't call a gay community, and get that out of your heads, you gay idiots, if you think that's what I'm saying. I'm pinpointing one man, Mark the Big Faggot Kern. And if that offends you, kiss my ass. Because I'm not offending you. You offend me by saying I can't use that word on that man. You know, you guys use it, so why can't we? You know, the same way with the N-word. You hear it time and time again. I'm in the proud black community, and even the proud blacks, they get mad at each other. So apparently it's not that bad a deal, you know. But the National Association for Majority Equality, and little Tater don't like that because he's a black man. Apparently he don't want to see the whites. He don't want to see me have equal treatment. Then he's the racist. They want to flip the script. You know, there are a hell of a lot more straight people than gay people. But no, the vast minority is going to tell me, the majority, what words I can say, what words I can say against them. I can say whatever the hell I want. And I'll say, Mark the Big Faggot Kern. It's not hate. I'm lampooning. That's in disgust. I'm describing someone that I hate, an evil person. You know, I'm not picking out the proud black community. I'm not picking out the proud gay community. So please, don't start a fight with me because you can't win. You hear me? You can't win. Because I've told everyone, I don't give a damn. And if you think any different, try me. That's the problem, people. That's the problem. Everybody wants you to live the life that they want to live instead of letting you live the life you want to live. I'm going to speak free. I'm going to be free. And I'm tired. We might as well stay on this. Hey, and they say, why are you mad at the blacks down in East St. Louis? You know, Amika Jackson, 2 years ago, that skank, she took $35,000 of our money. And it was given to her to fight the fight down there against the culture of corruption in the East St. Louis and St. Clair County to help the proud black community. She gets elected and goes south. I give these politicians in East St. Louis, we give them over $200,000 because we're going to fight the corruption. And everybody up in the outer county said, don't trust those blacks. But we did. And we got screwed again. You think I'm happy? About $300,000. To play politics. And that's okay. The money's secondary. It's the matter of principle. When somebody gives you his word, they should live up to it. But apparently a lot of these politicians in the East St. Louis, they're not going to do that. Give money at Christmas time, and that was just to feed the poor. Now I want to see after the election, I want to see these Democrats that you idiots down in East St. Louis put in office. I want to see what they're going to do the next 4 years. They're not going to do a damn thing. Kern's going to get some Christmas presents given to him, and he's going to go dole them out to the poor black community. And if that's how you people want to live, that's your business. But I'll be damned. I'm tired of this crap. Here's Cynthia Costa. As a loyal listener, I was shocked to hear Bob Romanik talk about a politician and called him a faggot. Hell, there's a lot worse terms I could call him, but I can't get by with them on the air. Really? I draw the line. There's enough hate in this country. Why, when I'm after a son of a bitch to try to destroy my son when he was alive and disrespected him when he was dead, that's hate. That's my hate for him. You're telling me we can't hate each other? Now, you, Cynthia Costa, you're an idiot too. You must be really a skank. To think, I've recommended your station to so many people. Now I'm ashamed. You ought to be ashamed to send me this email. You ought to be ashamed because all the brave and heroic military heroes that died to give me the right to speak my piece. It's freedom of speech, not pick and choose speech. Cynthia Costa, you idiot, please make him stop. Or I will not listen and tell my friends not to. Well, you know what? Why don't you not listen, you idiot, you bitch? Don't listen. Go over to Russia, where nobody's voice can be heard. Go over to Russia. Go over to Iraq, Iran, where you can't live free. But you understand? They believe this bitch believes in free speech because she's giving her free speech. I should stop. She's going to tell everybody not to listen. What the hell? That's your free speech, isn't it, Cynthia? See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with what you say, but I agree you have the right to say it. These people, do they not understand how big of idiots they sound, how big of idiots they look? They tell you, you shouldn't do this, you better get off the air, I don't like it. Well, you know what? If people didn't like things that other people did, and everybody got penalized and punished, everybody would be punished, everybody would be in jail, because nobody likes something that everybody does, people, and you know that. But it's a scare tactic. It's the scare tactic. You can't say that. The hell you can't. I don't hate speech. I don't say kill anybody. I don't say hurt anybody. But this same little tater, I bet you he's out there protesting. I bet you he's out there burning crap down. I bet you he's out there stealing televisions when somebody's court proceedings doesn't go the way they want, or the president that they didn't want got elected. But that's okay. Now that's hate. That's evil. What I say about my enemy is hate speech. You know, you guys better get a life. And I don't mean the proud black community, the proud white community. I've got so many supporters. People call every day, say, Bob, keep up the good work. And I appreciate that. But see, that's their opinion. But if it wasn't their opinion, I understand. But nobody tell me to shut up. Nobody tell me to get pulled off the air. This is America. So you idiots out there that say that, you know what? You can call and say, hey, I disagree with you. Bob, I totally disagree with you. But you got every right as a free American to speak your mind. But they don't want you speaking their mind if it's not their mind. And you people know that. You've been around. But for this little tater, and think about it, especially white people, the National Association for Majority Equality, you hear me? Equal treatment is all I want, regardless of race. But this little tater puts me in with David Duke with the name garbage, the National Association for Majority Equality garbage. Now, there's a true racist. You think I'm going to back off that? Most white people, I'm sorry, I'll never say it again. Hell, I'll say it time and time again. Not going to scare me off. You do what you got to do, people. This is America, and remember that. Walk through Jefferson Barracks. I say that 1,000 times. And I love my country, and I love the brave military heroes who died to give me the right to speak free. You think I'm going to let them die in vain? I'm sure all of those people don't agree with me. But they would agree that I have every right to say it. But these ass-white bastards, little tater, anybody named Little Tater's got to be a complete idiot. So I'm going to put Little Tater, Julian Jerome, Brandon, I think, is really a decent guy. I just think he's a little confused. And Cynthia Costa, I'm going to put you those in. You're the biggest damn idiots, skanky, low-life idiots I've talked to in a long time, or have talked about in a long time. You people understand this is America. How many times do I have to say that? You can say what you want, but it's hate speech? See, that's their interpretation. They can say that's criminal speech. Oh, then he's a criminal. No, that's their interpretation. It's not hate speech. Never once have I come after the proud black community. Never, never once. I come out against the plantation Negroes all the time because it's disrespectful, because I do disrespect them. It's disdain for what they've done, what I think about them. And that's my right to think what I want. Never once have I come out in the black community. Never once have I come out in the gay community. Never once have I come out in the political community. I always preface it, not the proud rank and file Democrats or the proud rank and file Republicans, but the ass-white leadership of the Democrats and the Republicans. I always clarify when I talk about somebody, and everybody knows that. But, oh, you better be afraid. I said this, you better. Now I'm going to shut up because these three asswipes want me to shut up. That just makes me want to talk that much louder and stronger. That's the problem, people. Let's all wake up. And I'm not a racist, but like little Tater here. If he thinks me as a white man is going to be afraid of anything, gays, blacks, aliens, I don't mean the illegal aliens, I mean the aliens from Mars. And, they're out there somewhere. Think I'm going to be afraid? They're nuts. These small little minority groups always want to be in charge. I'm going to talk about this black situation where a little black gal, white person said, go to the back of the bus. Now they got a big protest over in Ladue. What happens when the white people get discriminated against? What happens when the white goes on the street and some greasy black bastard calls him a hunky or a cracker? The whites aren't out picketing, rioting. And I've said that before. I'd rather have 10 blacks on my side for a march or a demonstration than 1,000 whites. Because whites, we're just lame. We're going to be lame. We're going to be sheep that's going to be led to slaughter. And that's not a racial statement. That's a real statement. You white people, you know what's going on. And it's not the proud black community. It's a little minority group of these ass-white black bastards, just like it's a little minority group of these ass-white gay bastards. We can all live. We can all live free. We can all live together. But for me, Bob Romanik, if I live free, it's going to be free and equal. I'm tired of trying to do right. And all you people out there, black and white, you do right. Nobody gives a damn. But as soon as somebody makes a mistake, there's rioting in the streets. That's bull crap. Lines are always open. America's voice of freedom. We're definitely the patriot. If you've got something intelligent, if you'll answer and you'll talk intelligently, I'm not going to let your agenda get out there unless you let my agenda get out there. And I've always said that. You can call toll-free 1-888-394-1430. On the east side, 394-1190. We'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice. You hear me? Voice of freedom. Your guardian. Listen, people. Your guardian of the First Amendment. The right to speak. Radical radio. Sometimes. And we are always, seriously, we're proud to live in this great United States of America where we can speak free. Hell, I guess we can speak free. And we're definitely proud to be the patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state. Bi-state, not bisexual. Now, is the gay community? Am I insulting the gay community saying bi-state, not bisexual? No, I'm insulting Mark the Big Faggot Kern. But we are America's voice of freedom. Radical radio. And we are always, people, let me tell you, we are always proud to live in this great country and very, very, very proud to be the patriot. We're going to get off this fag crap for a little bit, but here's another. It says the term fag or faggot are both used for disparaging intent and are perceived as highly insulting. Hey, I won the fight. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to insult Kern, Mark the Big Faggot Kern, not insult the gay community. It has nothing about saying the gay community. It says, however, faggot is also used in the gay community, sometime endearingly. So see, it's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? So, but let me tell you, people, and I tell you, if you don't like what I say, don't listen. I don't come to your house and super glue your knob to 1190 or 1430. But I appreciate all the decent people, all the people that believe in my freedoms because they believe in their freedoms. I appreciate their support. But I have to be honest. If I had nobody's support, I wouldn't care because I'm going to say what I want. I don't play to the crowd. I play to Bob Romanik's convictions. And that's what we all ought to do. We've got some callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Hi, Bob. I'm sorry for your defeat. But
wait, sir. No, I appreciate that, but don't tell me that you're sorry. And I'm being straight. Call the people in East St. Louis and tell them you're sorry for them because I didn't lose a thing. I've saved money. I've saved grief. It's the people in East St. Louis who I was going to try to help. Those people are the ones that you feel sorry for. But go ahead, sir.
That's what I was going to add to that. And they were the losers. I mean, after all these years, and they still don't get it. And you give your money out there, your time, and everything trying to show them the way and help them, and they're going to turn their ass on you after you take your money, and they take your money and run. That's, there's an old saying, you can't fix stupid.
Yeah, you're right, sir.
And I'm absolutely believe that. And as far as the people that you're talking about, a gay community, when I got back from overseas, Korea, and we came back to San Francisco, and us guys were all running around trying to find a place for the girls and so on and so forth. Went to this one place down, it was a kind of a dungeon. Oh, my God, man. There was guys dancing with guys and gals kissing on gals. And I said, my God, how disgusting. So I told this guy I was dancing with, let's get the hell out of here. See you, Bob.
Yeah. You know what, sir? But there's somebody else now, somebody in the gay community or somebody that didn't like me, or you would say, he's a homophobe. No, sir, you're not a homophobe. That's your right to not to like that kind of activity. These son of a bitches, these minority groups want to force you to like what they're doing, and I'll be damned. If I don't like it, I don't like it, sir. How about yourself?
Well, that's the thing about it, Bob. That was supposed to be a joke. I said the guy that I was dancing with, I told him, let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, okay. Hell, I missed it. Well, wait a minute. Now, you're going to have, I'm not going to give out your address. You'll have the whole gay community coming picking on you because that ain't right. But, hey, sir, I thank you very much. But don't you agree with me in this great country that we can have the right? I'm sure you, and I know you've called in before. Do you think I give $25,000 last year at Christmas and it wasn't political. It was in honor and respect of my son, in memory of my son. $25,000 to feed the poor. I feed the poor. I did up until the election day, feed the poor down there every day. Not again. But I'm a racist? When these son of a bitches, this little tater, sir, he says, oh, I'm like David Duke. Now he's going to throw me in with David Duke because I believe in this National Association for Majority Equality, and this greasy black son of a bitch don't believe that I as a white man should have equal treatment. How do you feel about that, sir?
I think you should be able to say what the hell you want to say, truthfully, and I think you have. And if they don't get it, after all these years of East St. Louis and that side of the river over there being down and talked about, and they just still don't get it, then you can't fix stupid at all. You can't be helped. There's other charities and things that you can do with your money. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you very much for your call, sir. And there's a proud white man, I'm sure. But he made a joke about the gay community. Now, boy, the gays better be up in arms. See, you can't have thin skin in this country. You can't have thin skin. But see, the gays, I don't give a damn what the gay community does. But when I start hearing, oh, the guys can go in the women's bathroom and the girls' bathroom because they think they're women, then I got a problem with that. And if that's homophobic, then it's homophobic. Well, people, you better wise up. You better start listening to me and research what I'm saying. But then you'll understand. Then you'll believe. Then you'll know that I'm going in the right direction. This country's going in the wrong direction. And speaking of that, Donald Trump gets elected. And you know why some of the blacks are mad? They're mad because the white folks come out and voted for Donald Trump. Now, the white folks didn't get mad when the blacks came out and voted 98% for Obama. You didn't hear a big backlash when the black community, the proud black community also, we want a black president. And that's their right to say that. I didn't agree with that. I just thought we needed a competent president, black or white. But they said we want a black president. That was all over the country. The whites didn't get up in arms. But after his second election, when Obama ran against Romney, if the whites would have said, we want a white president again, we'd have been racist. You know why? Just like little Tater, going to try to connect me with David Duke. I despise what David Duke did down there to the proud black community. But you can always flip the script. You can always flip the script. But why? Why, if a white man says, oh, I want a white president, then we're racist. A lot of the women, I'm voting for Hillary because she's a woman. They're sexist. But, you know, that's okay. These minority groups can get away with that crap. But I'm just tired, people. This election woke me up. I'm just tired. And it says here in the paper, about Trump. Including, they've got Sirius Radio who talked about blah, blah, blah. He's a racist, misogynist, anti-Semitic, homophobe. In other words, like his boss, the soon-to-be president of the United States. You know, nobody's given Donald Trump the chance. He wasn't supposed to win. See, he didn't champion the black cause like Hillary did. And Hillary never championed the black cause. Hillary never championed the black cause. She championed the Clinton cause. She never did anything for the black community. Never did nothing. Look at Obama, 8 years. And there's not anybody in East St. Louis, and I'm down there every day. Nobody's living better since there's 8 years of a black president. If anybody says any different, they're lying. But they're still down there because they're proud Democrats. Well, being a proud Democrat, you're going to sink with the ship, people down in East St. Louis. You've been lied to for 50 years and going to be another 50 years. We've got some more callers. Go ahead, caller. You're on the dark side.
Yeah, good morning, Bob. This Little Peanut. Remember me?
Hey, Little Peanut. Yeah, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
I just want you to know, man, you really made it bad for us little people. And I voted for Donald Trump. And Donald Trump contacted me, and he going to make things better for the little people. I gave him a chance, and I believe him. He going to build us little houses in a little community. Nobody going to be discriminated against because you really made it hard for the little people. And the Little People Association ain't done.
I know the little people. Hey, well, you know what I tell the Little People Association, Little Peanut? Grow up and kiss my ass. See, they're too small to kiss my ass because they're that small. But, hey, Little Peanut, hey, I appreciate your call. But on a serious note, I know you're a proud black man. Don't you think now that Trump got elected, let's give this man a chance? They say he's a racist because in one of his speeches, a black man got the hell beat out of him by a white guy. And that's all they played on TV over and over and over again. I don't think that's fair to any man. Do you, Little Peanut?
Well, you know, I hate to agree with you, Bob, but I have to agree with you on this. Let's give Donald Trump a chance. We gave everybody else a chance, and you've seen how that turned out. I know Trump promised to do something for all Americans, including the little people such as myself. And as far as you, Bob, us little people going to keep reaching for the damn sky.
Well, hey, you better get a ladder to reach for the sky. Hey, Little Peanut, thanks for the call. You kind of brought some levity to this otherwise serious situation. Thank you very much for the call, Little Peanut. I hope you grow up one day. But this man, I'm sure, is a proud black man. I asked the proud black community. 8 years of a black president, and what do we get? And I'm tired of hearing that. 8 years, and I read it all the time. I hear it on TV. 8 years of a black president. Why can't it be 8 years of a president who didn't really do a lot? A Democratic president. Why? It wasn't a Democratic president. It was always a black president. Why the hell do we do that? But if somebody wants to do it, the minorities want to say black president, it's okay. But if I, as a white guy, say, I didn't like that black president, oh, I'm a racist? No, I didn't like that black president, number one, because I didn't like some of the things he did. He didn't do anything for the black community. I personally didn't think he'd do much for this country. It wasn't because he was black. If he'd have been white, I'd have said the same thing. I don't think G.W. Bush, the white boy, did much for our country. But people, that thin skin ain't going to make it in this great country. But for people to say Trump's a racist, I guess every black's a racist when a black guy kills a innocent white person. Oh, they're all racist down there. They're not all racist. That's one individual, just like Mark, the big faggot Kern, is one individual. Can't hold everybody accountable for what one person does. Don't give a damn about the color. Don't give a damn about the gender. Don't give a damn about the politics. But they all want to do that. We're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about racial incidents. And this black gal, 15 years old, I don't feel safe. And now they're going to say, Bob Romanik, I'm not a racist, I'm a realist. How many times these white kids get messed with by some of the black thugs, not the proud black people, but the black thugs? It doesn't make the paper. The white people say, hey, let it go, let it go. Hey, we don't let it go. What's good for one is good for all. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting at its finest, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. You heard the song coming into our last segment. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. See, I'm my own man, and I hope all of yous out there are your own men, your own women. Don't even let me think for you. You listen to everyone. You research what people say. You find out what the truth is. And if you listen to me, if you research what I say, you'll find that the truth is always there. So let's all be our own person. Let's don't live for somebody else. Life's too short. Live for yourself. Please yourself. Not in the way I think Kern does in the bathroom, but please yourself socially, financially, and some of it physically, I guess. Hey, a couple of important notes. First, the Thanksgiving Eve tradition continues with the 30th annual Guns N' Hoses, their boxing event to benefit the Backstoppers, a great organization. It'll be held at the Scott Trade Center on November the 23rd. There'll be 15 3-round bouts. Martial arts will be between the policemen, firemen, and the paramedics, both in Illinois and Missouri. There'll be both male and female fighters. Guns N' Hoses will honor all those first responders who have lost their lives since January. It's presented by the nonprofit Guns N' Hoses and Boxing Association. If you want to get involved, please go to www.backstoppers.org. It's a great organization with many, many tremendous people, very caring people who take care of the family members of the fallen heroes from the fire, police, and first responders. A great organization. And if you guys can make it out there, please do. That's going to be Thanksgiving Eve at Scott Trade Center on November the 23rd. And please go to backstoppers.org, I guess, to get ticket information. They need to raise money because they take care of the families. And I want to salute the Backstoppers. And, as always, all the proud policemen, firemen, first responders, even dispatchers, because without the dispatchers, there wouldn't be any response. All throughout this county, all throughout this state, all throughout this country. You guys are the unsung heroes. I love you. And if people would be honest, they all love you because they need you. They need you. They really love you. But let's love them all the time, people, because at some point in time, we're all going to need them. And also, I want to say a very, very happy birthday to Patty Heatherly, the most beautiful Director of Public Relations for the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. Her and her husband, Chris Heatherly, did a great job. They didn't do it for money because there was no money involved. They did it for principle. They did it to better their community, to better their county, to better their state, to better their country. And that's what we all should do. Unlike you ass white bastards in East St. Louis. Give me some money. Give me $4,000 or $5,000. I'll get you some votes. Otherwise, I ain't voting because I don't give a damn. about freedoms. I give a damn about $1 for some snoots and some muscatel wine. And that's not the proud blacks. Just like I talk about the faggot boy Kern. I'm not talking about the proud gay community. I'm not talking about the proud black community. I'm talking about you ass white bastards, you thieving son of a bitches who took our money and ran. Your life will be better for a day or two out there in the corner, smoking that blunt, drinking that muscatel, eating those snooks. But it won't be better in a week or two. Then you'll have 4 more years of the same crap. So I hope you enjoy your couple weeks having money in your pocket. But I would say, hey, you bums, and not the proud black community, please. I want to distinguish between the two, you bums down there. Get you a job, will you? Get you a job so you don't have to sell your vote next time for some wine or a blunt or some barbecue. Please do that. Okay, here we go. Don't have a lot of time, and we'll have to address it later. This young black lady out in Ladue, to some black Ladue students, the racially charged incident on a school bus last week was bad. Racially charged, because somebody said, hey, get to the back of the bus. Now, that's not right to say that, but racially charged. So they go to school, and they're all bitching. All the black community. I've got it. And also, here, SIU students protest amid reports of racism. Why is it always whites are racist? Why is it always whites? You know why? Because when the whites get treated in racial terms, when the whites get disrespected, when there's discrimination against the whites, you don't see a bunch of white folks out there picketing. You don't see white folks running down the street, stopping the traffic. And again, I'm not talking about the proud black community. But now the attacks on campus since last Tuesday's presidential election. I saw some blacks pull whites out of the car because the whites had Trump on their bumper sticker and beat the hell out of them. But the news media didn't want to say that. That's not racist. No, that's political. No, it's not. It's racist. There's as much racism going on in the black community as there is in the white community, and it's not good for either community. Somebody said, go back to Africa. Well, I'd rather somebody tell me if I'm black, go back to Africa, other than being a white man, get pulled out of my car because I exercise my right to vote for Trump and get the hell beat out of me. See, people, we got to understand. We got to understand, but they see whites and blacks. I see a couple whites, but no more discrimination. Where the hell? I don't see all that much discrimination. They want to put every time a black person gets screwed with, it's racial. But let a white guy get pulled out of his car and get beat the hell out of because he voted for Trump, because Trump ain't going to placate to the blacks. He's going to placate to Americans, black and white. Unbelievable. Just because we don't agree on a presidential election doesn't mean we should be discriminated against. Now, that's the blacks flipping the script. All of a sudden, they're being discriminated against. Trump hasn't even taken office yet. And he's being racist, and he's going to discriminate? They don't know damn nothing. It says one student carried a rainbow-colored flag, another carried a sign that love trumps hate, and one carried a sign, Black Lives Matter. Well, I say that's a racist. I don't give a damn. All lives matter. But no, the whites don't say, oh, that's racist because Black Lives Matter. That's just about the blacks. And that is about the blacks. And I'm just tired. Said some of the leaders said the students who were subject to the attacks did not feel safe reporting them to police, nor did they have confidence that they would be taken seriously. Are you crazy? Every time a black bitches, something gets done. Poor white people. I'm going to take up for the white people on this one. Oh, no, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You know, there was slavery 500 years ago, 300 years ago. Hey, I say I give a damn. No, I take that back. I do give a damn about slavery. It was wrong. It was totally wrong. But if you think black or white, purple or green, Democrat, Republican, men or women, that I'm going to pay the price is a white guy, you're nuts. I had nothing to do with it. Most of this white community, nobody had nothing to do with it. You guys elected Kern, that ass white bastard, who everybody knew was a racist, who said in 2004, we need more money because he's a racist. His great-granddaddy let a black man hang because he didn't want to upset the white community. So don't give me that hypocritical crap, you people. Don't give me that hypocritical crap. Unbelievable how they can flip the script, just like little Tater. Link me to David Duke. What an asswipe. Your mama must have had sex with the sheep, and that's what popped out of her vagina, or Virginia, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. I'm just tired, people. Everybody better wake up. Men, women, black, white, Democrats and Republicans, we all better wake up. This country's going down the tubes. All this separation, everybody wants to separate. We need to come together, people, and we can't come together unless we address the issue seriously. We can't avoid the situation. The whites can't sit in the background and take this crap. I'm not going to let it happen. The National Association for Majority Equality, equality for everyone, regardless of race. The motto is, the majority will not ever ask for anything other than equal treatment, but we will never, ever tolerate any less. Does that sound racial? That don't sound racial to me. That sounds like fairness. That sounds like fairness. And us whites, we better get off our ass, and the proud blacks better get off your ass, because these ass-white blacks and these ass-white whites are going to kill us. They're going to divide and conquer. Last but not least, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, New York, the city of New York, now they're going to destroy the records of all the illegal aliens to protect them. Well, who's going to protect us? The American citizens against some, I say some, illegal aliens who are hardcore criminals and maybe, just maybe, going to kill one of your family members. I ask, do you want to take the chance that the person killed could be one of your family members when we're hiding these illegal aliens? No, now the Mexicans, Romanik, you're a racist. No, I'm a realist. Things have to change, people. We all have to come together. But I'll be damned. I'm not going to take the back seat to anybody. And I think any proud white man, any proud black man, proud black woman, proud black white woman, we shouldn't have to take the back seat. So don't let these minority groups, let them have their say. But the minority in this country has never ruled. The rule has always been majority rules. So let's keep it that way. Let's do for everybody. Let's let the minority groups have equal treatment, not better treatment than the majority. I'm not going to stand for it, and I hope you don't. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ, 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ, 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. Now hold your ears, you gay guys. America's bi-state, not bisexual, voice of freedom. Radical radio. And we are, as always, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Come on back tomorrow. If you got the guts, if you got the stamina, if you believe in the First Amendment, come on back. If you don't, keep your lame asses watching the Oprah on TV, if that's what you like. Oh, Oprah, I must be a racist because I talk about a black gal. No, I talk about Oprah, an idiot, in my opinion, and I've got every right to my opinion, as you have to yours. But let's continue, people. We have to address these situations. You've heard me before. It's like cancer. You can ignore it, but it'll kill you eventually. Now, cancer's not a good subject to address. Cancer's not a good subject to tackle. But if you don't address it, if you don't tackle it, it will destroy you. That's the same with racial problems in this great country. We have to get together. But, I say but, the blacks have to understand that we the whites want equal treatment. And I'm sure the proud black community can understand that because they want equal treatment. So if a white man says that and he's a racist, then so be it. Then I'm the biggest racist in town because I believe in equal treatment for everybody, no matter what color, what gender. I'm just tired, people, and my proud black friends, if they think I'm wrong, if they don't like what I say, then apparently they weren't my friends. Apparently they weren't proud and black, because a proud black person, a proud white person would believe in equality for everyone. That's what makes us so proud. Equality for everyone. Special treatment for no one. So let's continue, people. The St. Clair County Freedom Coalition is on the move. We lost the round. We didn't lose the fight. The fight continues because we've exposed these bastards. We've humiliated them. We've embarrassed them. We've disrespected them. We've brought them down to their knees with Kern in more ways than one. And we're going to continue the fight. Not for us, but for you, the people, the good people, black, white, men, women, Democrats, and Republicans. We're going to continue the fight until this country is free of all the evil, all the political corruption. So let's continue to unite, to work together, to walk down that long, hard path of freedom. And at the end of the day, let's destroy these bastards who are trying to take our freedoms away, trying to take our way of life away, the American way of life. Let's destroy them to make our lives better. Destroy them politically, of course. No violence, and I mean that seriously. No violence, politically, of course. Right here on the dark side.